Good morning, Aston Gardens. Mark here this morning, Thursday morning, beautiful morning outside. Please take advantage of the great weather, get a little bit of exercise, go for a walk. Please get outside, it's just a beautiful day out there. A few things to remind everybody about this morning. The cleaning of the carports will continue today. The parking spaces that will be impacted are parking spaces 84 through 101. 84 through 101 will be impacted today for the cleaning. And then in tomorrow's written update, we will be providing the next series of spots that will be impacted next week. So we'll continue working through the entire community until we complete all of those carport structures. So please make sure that you read the weekly update tomorrow with next week's parking spots. We do have a project that will start on Monday. We've alluded to this over the last little while, that we will be cleaning the exterior of the buildings. So the 6 residential apartment buildings will be impacted by this. We have a contractor that will start work next Monday, and they will be working on each one of the buildings in rotation. They will be starting at building 2 next Monday, and it will take them approximately between 2 and maybe 2.5 to 3 days to complete a building. Next week, we're scheduling building 2 to start on Monday, and then they will go to building 4 after they have completed building 2. So residents of building 2 and building 4, please be aware that next week, your building will be impacted by this. In tomorrow's written update, I'll have a detailed list of items that you need to be aware of. Primarily, one of the main areas will be for the parking spaces that are directly in front of each one of the buildings need to be cleared. So building 2 starting on Monday, the important piece for building 2 residents is that if your vehicle is parked directly in front of building 2, it needs to be removed for the duration of the work. So you would need to park it in another location, primarily building 2. You can go across the street under park in the areas that are not covered. And that will be for Monday and Tuesday and potentially partial day on Wednesday. And then building 4 residents, the same thing. The work will start at your building probably on Wednesday of next week. In the weekly written update tomorrow, I'll have all of those details. The cars that are parked in front of building 2 need to be cleared ideally by end of day Saturday, so end of day of this coming Saturday. And then the cars in front of building 4 need to be cleared by end of day Tuesday of next week. Once again, don't have to take furious notes. I'll put all of this information in the written weekly update tomorrow, but please make sure that you read that. Moving forward, this project will take approximately 3 weeks. We'll be rotating through the buildings, and we'll list that information for you once again tomorrow. So more to come on the cleaning of the exterior of the residential buildings. As a reminder, the deadline, if you wish to put your name, nominate yourself or nominate someone else as a building representative, the deadline is Monday, so please be aware of that. There's only a few days left to get that nomination and a statement of interest to Mr. Bill Hyatt. If you're interested in building 2, 4, 6 in the villas, they're looking for someone for a 2-year term, and then building 7 is looking for someone for a 1-year term. So please pay attention to that if you are interested in that. And then one final reminder relative to some logistics around the campus. We've noticed that when residents are disposing of trash on their particular floors in the trash areas, that not all of the bags are properly sealed. Specifically, we're concerned about the ones that have food leftovers in them. So please make sure that you're sealing those bags tightly, that you're not using a bag that has holes in it. So please just pay attention to that and make sure that once you dispose of it, it is in a tightly sealed bag before you get rid of it. And then on the activity front, we have a lot of different things going on over the next few days and next week. Reminder that we will actually be introducing a couple different providers, medical providers to the residents that will be offering services if residents wish to use these providers. So next week, Dr. Holly Dagny will be here with her team on Tuesday of next week, so Tuesday, February 20th at 2:30 p.m. here in the multipurpose room, a meet and greet with Dr. Holly Dagny, and then the following week we're going to have another group that will be here to present and to explain their services that they provide. Both of these groups have physicians that will see the residents. So the advantage to some of these groups is that they do have actual doctors and physicians that will come to the community and will visit with residents. Coffee with veterans today in the tavern at 11 a.m. Just a reminder, for those of you going on the Botanical Gardens trip tomorrow, departure time is 10 a.m. And you do need to make sure that you have funds to pay for your admission and your lunch while you're there at the Botanical Gardens. So that is tomorrow, departure time at 10 a.m. Professor Kerr is doing at 2 p.m. in the multipurpose room, is doing a presentation on the Viking Age presentation. A change for Tai Chi next week. Tai Chi will happen on Monday instead of Tuesday. And Monday in this room at 10:30 a.m. will be Tai Chi next week, next Monday, just as an exception. FGCU Academy will be back on Monday, next Monday at 2 p.m. here in the multipurpose room. And the topic of conversation, a very interesting one, will be the challenges around the separation of church and state. So I'm sure there'll be lots of dialogue and lots of conversation, good information. FGCU Academy will be here next Monday at 2 p.m. And then one final change, Marianne's strength class. Once again, as an exception, next Tuesday, February 20th, will be held at 9 a.m. and it will be actually held in the movie theater. So Marianne's strength class next Tuesday at 9 a.m. will be held exceptionally in the movie theater. Those are the updates I have for everyone this morning. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure that you read the updates tomorrow that will be published, and then we'll continue to provide other updates on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Have a fantastic day, and thank you once again.
Thank you. I came to find out about
Hang on, I just got to hit the stop button.